Hello everyone. So today we are here for the discussion on agriculture economics. Okay, so we'll have all the study on the PYQs. So in this rapid revision series. So as this is rapid revision and you have less time for mates, so I'll be going fast. Okay, because that is what is needed. All the important points will be discussed. Just remember these points and that will help you. Takes a lot of effort to make this much content in this short manner, which may not be available in this short manner anywhere. Okay. So describe the procedure of making successful farm plan. Okay, write the characteristics of good farm planning. These are all PYQ questions. Okay, all the questions which I'm discussing are all PYQs from 2017 to 2022. Okay. So describe the procedure of making successful farm plan. Okay. So the procedure in developing a farm plan. What is it? First is resource inventory. Means whether the resources which are required are with us or not. Okay. It's like it directly depends upon the accurate inventory of available resources. Okay. The resources provide the means of production and profit. Okay. The type and quality of resources available determine the inclusion of an enterprise in whole farm plan. So based on our resource inventory, what are the resources we have to choose the enterprise which we are going to involve. And also the land, labor, machinery, all these things are dependent on it. Okay. Next is we need to identify the enterprise which we want to choose. Like when we are going for a farm plan. Like based on our resource inventory, certain crop livestock will be, we will know like which to go about. Okay. So that also we should take care of to avoid missing enterprise with profit potential. Okay, like if you are starting some poultry farm, you should know what are the things required. Like we need a what do you say, roofing system. Okay, and what are the cost involved? What are the agencies? Identifying the enterprise, also the inventory cost and which hen you want to rear, poultry, bird, broiler, like that. Kind of. Okay. Next is estimation of coefficients. Okay, so we should know like defined area should be there, like small area, 1 acre you want to do, or 1 hectare, or a head of livestock, or some 50,000 birds in a poultry. All these things should be clear. So the resource requirement per unit each enterprise or technical coefficient must be estimated. Already you should estimate what you are going to do. Okay, so just remember the key points. Other things we can write. Next, estimating the gross margin. So how much will be the we need the investment. Okay, estimate for a single unit of each enterprise how much it will cost. So you should do cost benefit analysis or the margins requires the farmer's best estimate for each enterprise, like how much yield we will get if we are going to do this. Okay, then the calculation of total variable cost. Okay, and which is needed. So those things should be worked upon. Next, developing the whole farm plan. Finally, all information necessary to organize a whole farm plan is now ready. All the information we have taken. Okay, then systematic procedure to whole farm planning is identifying the most limiting resource and selecting those enterprise with gross margin per unit of resources. Okay, based on the best alternative available, we need to choose them. So next we are coming to a good farm plan generally should have which of the following characteristics. Like it should be written, okay, or it should be flexible, okay, it should be provide for efficient use of resources, and it should have balanced combination of enterprise, like not only one enterprise, balanced combination. Uh, okay, so that you will get food, cash, and fodder. Like you just can't make some enterprise which is just serving one purpose. We can have enterprise which will serve different purpose. Like we may have some animals in our farm. We have crops, so some animals may require fodder. Okay, crops, which crop which will have good yield. So all these things should be done, and maintain soil fertility. Okay, and increase in income. All these things should be taken care, and improve distribution and use of labor, power, and water requirement throughout the year. And also, we should avoid excessive risk, not like taking, for example, you have a piece of 10-acre land and you saw that this year tomato prices increase. So you should not bet 10 acre I will grow tomato. No, you should not avoid excessive risk. And the farmer's knowledge and experience should be taken, and his likes and dislikes should be taken into account. Based on his experience, you have to go. And also, we should provide and finally an efficient marketing system. So next question is also a PYQ. Okay, what are the characteristics of a good farm plan? What are the techniques you need to adopt a farm management problems? Okay, so this is same. All these points are same only. So till here we discussed in that. So the other 2 points like provision of borrowing, using and repayment of credit. Credit related things also he should plan and provide for the use of latest technologies. Okay, something like laser land leveling system if he's using, so that will increase the precision. Okay, and all the water requirement. Okay, and the pesticide. All these things will be better managed if we are having leveled land. Okay, so such technologies can be used. Next, here there was techniques used to solve farm management problems. Okay, some of the techniques which we can use to solve the farm management problems. Okay, we can have different problems. So some of them which can be used is like planning. Okay, first thing is proper planning is essential to manage a farm effectively. Okay, so they should create a plan like the operational plan, the production, when to take, like when you want to take weeding, you know about critical crop weed competition, how we have to do all these things we should know. Next is you should keep record. Okay, so he should keep record like when he has sown it. Okay, when he has to go for the first round of weeding, second round of weeding, what is the pest which is there. Okay, and when he have to harvest, all these things you should keep record. And use of technology, like I told you, precision agriculture tools, sensors, okay, softwares. I told you about laser land leveling. So these things will help him to manage his farm better. And the risk management, what he should do, he should diversify the crop. As I told you earlier, tomato, like full you should not grow, have this, and also have insurance and other things. Okay. And education and training. He should also consult like KVK, ICR, Research Institute to get the best technologies and ideas. Okay, and also have collaboration. We should collaborate with some progressive farmers, best practices, and industry professionals. Like you may be using some old quality seed, like old seeds, so you can use some good high yielding varieties. Okay, all these things. Then sustainable practice. So such as crop rotation, conservation, all these things are useful economically also to the farmer, even environmental benefit to the farmer. So these things should be taken care. Okay, like economically, maybe if no, there is no crop rotation, there may be buildup of some diseases. But environmentally, like conservation agriculture, if you do, we can reduce the cost of labor. All these things can be done. We can give some examples. Also. Next, the question is about what are the various farm management tools used in farm planning? Okay, so what are the farm management tools? This question many students were asking, and we used to not get good answers. Okay, so when we checked what are the important tools when we mean, it can be interpreted in different manner, but the tools means are important for the farmers to make informed decisions in farm planning. So commonly used is like farm management software. In India, not much, but in foreign countries we have they have software to track expenses, manage inventory. It's like an industry. Agriculture is not just sustainability; it is an industry in foreign countries. Okay, also using geographical information systems. Okay, like data about planting, monitoring crop, soil testing kits to know about the pH of the soil, the nutrient availability, on time, real time soil characteristics so that we can make necessary correction and weather forecasting tools. Okay, to know about the different patterns to forecast the weather, to know like when to use our pesticides. Okay, then crop modeling softwares are there, like it tells about soil type, temperature, rainfall, all these things. Then next is market analysis tools. Like we have this market intelligence, market information tools by which we can know the prices. Okay, or which it will help us to make decision making. And for livestock also we have management software tools. All these important factors or tools can be used to make our farm management more productive and useful. Okay. Next, enlist and explain advantages and problems of farm budgeting. So what is farm budgeting? So what we do is that it is crucial for a tool for agriculture management, like helping farmers plan and allocate their resources efficiently. Okay, so what we do here is like we are estimating the expected income, okay, and expenses for a specific period like over a year to provide roadmap for decision making. So what we will do, we will estimate the expected income and expenses. We know how much we are going to get and how much we are going to like spend and how much we are going to get. And that is over a year we are going to make. And based on that, we will calculate. Sometimes we call it like BC ratio, how much we are going to invest and how much we are going to get return. Okay, based on that, we will make. So it is like in monetary terms. So what is the advantage like farm budgeting? It is see nothing big like how we manage money in the same way. It will better have financial planning. We can estimate the income, allocating all those things. Then resource allocation. We will know which resource has to be allocated maximum. Okay, for example, purchasing seed. That is very important because for that, if you reduce the cost, then for example, some variety will give you some good variety, 1,500 kg. Okay, some high yielding variety, but it may cost some 3,000 rupees if just think. Or some other variety will be there with just few thousand, but this will be like 100 rupees, but we have to go for this variety because based on cost benefit, this is better. Okay. And risk management. Okay. Budgeting will also, we will involve some this also, like risks and uncertainties also will be taken care. So based on that, we will be able to better manage. Okay. And also we'll have contingency plans to handle any diverse adverse condition. And also it helps in decision making. Okay, adopting appropriate agriculture practices and technologies, and performance evaluation. Okay, it will help us the benchmark to evaluate actual performance against what was expected. So next year you can check whether what are the changes we need to do. Okay, based on our mistakes. It will also help for the future period, as I mentioned. And what are the problems of farm budgeting? So there is like uncertain variable. So sometimes you see we never know when pest will come, disease will come, which pest will come, disease will come, market fluctuation. Like you saw this time tomato, it will be always there is fluctuation. You never know when it's going to rise and down. We may make all the plan, budget, but it may all fail sometime. Okay, and time and effort. It also requires many gathering data, some softwares and other things if you are doing it very precisely. So it involves cost. It is not possible for small and marginal farmers. And also there is an issue of assumption and accuracy. We assume the prices, yields, and costs, but that may not be the reality because agriculture, you see, is an like a price is like completely variable. Okay, sometimes we get good price and sometimes a very low price, and limited flexibility because we are making it very rigid and stringent. There is less flexibility. So if they ask what we need to do, we should increase the flexibility. Okay, and keeping is also very meticulous task. Okay, of all financial transaction. Okay, so that is also an issue that farmers face. So what we can conclude is that farm management provides various advantages to the farmers, including financial planning, resource allocation, risk management, vision, and performance evaluation. So despite all this, farm management remains an indispensable tool for agriculture management. Okay, and it will be in long run, it is going to be very useful for the agriculture sector. Okay. So next is like what is farm budgeting? Explain different types of farm budgeting. So in farm budgeting, we have only two, three types questions. So all this we are discussing in less than 5 minutes. Going very fast because I suppose you know all these things. That's why you are here. Okay. So farm budgeting, like as I said earlier, like is analyzing plans for the use of agriculture resources at the command of decision maker. So here, what we are doing in monetary terms, this is keyword, monetary terms through the estimation of receipts, expenses, and profits. Okay, we are going to know about the receipts. Okay, what are the expenses and the profit? Based on this, we are going to make the farm budget. Okay, and here we have partial budgeting. So like in case of partial budgeting, here what we'll do, the outcomes or the returns of the part of the business is only taken. One or few are only taken, not complete farm budgeting. Like not all the factors are taken, only few. Okay. So here we are changing the expected profit for a proposed change in the farm business. So if we are changing something and checking it, then only part. Like if we are having dairy, okay, then we are having crops also. Then we are having fishery. So one or two sectors we are just focusing. Then it is like partial, not complete. Okay. So that is the partial. So here in the estimate of the increase or decrease in profit. But in case of enterprise, we are looking at a particular enterprise. Okay, like fisheries only if you are changing, and we are like doing the combination. Okay, defined as single crop or livestock community. Okay, so anything one we are taking into account, then it is called enterprise. Any one enterprise is taken into consideration. Okay. So here also we go very particularly, like particular activity, how much is the per area, uh, specifically for a enterprise. Okay, then it is called enterprise budgeting. Then we call it another is cash flow budgeting. Okay, so here what we do is summary of cash inflows and outflows for a business over a given time period is taken into account. Okay, as a forward planning tool, its primary purpose is to estimate the future borrowing needs and the loan payment. So based on this, we will be knowing whether future we need to borrow or what is the loan payment and other things. Okay, and then we have the complete farm. Okay, here you know that complete means we are taking all the enterprise, whole sectors whichever we are doing into consideration and we are doing. Okay, so this is the major three types. Next is this is very general question because this is like just elaborating the strategy for doubling farmers' income by 2022. Maybe this question may become now a little bit redundant, but you can use these points in some other questions that are going to come. Okay, so it was flagship government did it. Ashok Dalawai committee, you all know. Okay, so what we do like crop diversification, then improved agriculture practices we need to do. Okay, access to credit and finance, like we have a Kisan credit card. Okay, so by which farmers are getting some benefit also. Okay, and also agriculture infrastructure, like we have agriculture infrastructure fund right now. Okay, accelerated irrigation fund, all these things, and price assurance mechanism. So here you can tell about MSP and also the PM Asha scheme. Okay, PM Asha scheme is there, and also like in other areas you can use about PM Kisan scheme. All these government initiatives can also be used. And farmer empowerment and capacity building. Okay, like this is with respect to KVK and other trainings and other things which we discussed. Then promoting agri entrepreneurship, like agri startups needs to be given importance. Okay, some processing plants. We know about Sampada scheme. Okay, Operation Green, these things and all you can know. And sustainable farming practices, like we know about the conservation agriculture. Okay, so all these things we can do. Next is like crop insurance, Fasal Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, and market reforms. This you know about the we made the uh, discussion about the farm bills also. Okay, just we can mention farm bills which were there. They were like they were progressive. Okay, so anything about farm bills we can say that it is progressive, but it was not communicated well to the people. Okay, so here we are providing more opportunity to the farmers, like the private participation will be there, but there are restrictions also, so that the private players can also come in agriculture. Presently, the private participation in agriculture is very low. As you know, in terms of what do you say, liberalization policy, we need the private sector's participation so that government sector can reduce its expenditure. But in agriculture sector, completely it is public investment driven. Okay, private investment is low. Public also investment percentage of GDP. If you consider percentage of GDP, it is also decreasing. Okay. Next, like they asked about contract farming. This is very important. Okay. Contract farming they can ask anytime. Contract farming is in which farmers and agribusiness enter into a contractual agreement to produce specific crop or livestock or anything. Okay. So we have an agreement structure. So formal agreement will be there between the buyer company and the farmer. So we'll have different things like quality, delivery, pricing mechanism, all things. Risk sharing also will be there. Another major advantage, what you know, so if there is, for example, if there is any loss, okay, so majorly it will be borne by uh, the company, not by the farmer. Okay, for example, I will give you what happened. You know, we have some friends who are doing this poultry farm. Okay, so what happened was like, for example, if in the market the chicken rate is some 200 rupees, they may be getting some 60 or 80 rupees. You just think, okay, 60 rupees. You think. So they because they'll be getting very less because the other inputs, okay, the maize and other inputs will be provided by the company only. So what happens is like whether the price is 200 or whether the price is 100, they are going to get 60 rupees fixed. Okay, but it will be advantage to farmers while take risk sharing. For example, suddenly if there is a news today that there is what is there is attack of this viral infection on the birds. Okay, bird flu and all is there. Okay, so the price is 100, it will become zero. Nobody is going to eat. Still, the farmer will get 60 rupees. Okay, so these are the advantages of such this one. You just remember, like you have Suguna chicken. Okay, you can write like Suguna chicken and all. They are like doing this contract farming with many companies, with many farmers. So such things will help. Next is like market access. Okay, because you need not go. The company will do all this marketing and other headaches. So farmer need not worry. And also regarding price stability and volatile market, he need not worry. Okay, and technology transfer and training. So he will be also getting some information also. Okay, to knowledge, technology, new technologies he will be getting because the company is involved. And quality standards because they provide the feed also, the medicines, the veterinary services, so that the bird or whichever the crop or they are working on, that will be in that highest quality. And also we can do export also. Yeah. Then infrastructure development. These companies may invest in the development of agriculture infrastructure like processing unit, storage facility, all this also. Like we have many Agri companies also working on it. And financial support. They also provide some financial support to the farmers for the purchase of some fertilizer, seed, or some consequence or some issues happens in the farm. They all provide it. And income diversification. Okay, so if you have some farm, so some part you can do some, we can do with contract farming. Others we can do farming. So this will be at least be protected, like regular income you may get. So dispute resolution mechanism. Okay, they have a different dispute resolution mechanism for solving it. But what are the issues? Okay. The major issue is despite all this, contract farming faces some challenges. Power imbalance between farmer and buyer. That's why even in the farm bill, okay, we had this model contract farming also in that, but that was not passed. That means that was not now operational. The reason is because they feel that if you go to court, uh, the company will have big lawyers, okay, and they know many technical things, so they will easily suppress the farmer. So they are afraid of that. In contract farming, always the companies will be in the upper hand. That's what they feel, and they have many terms and conditions. So those things by that they may fail. Okay, so that is why long-term sustainability of contract farming can be only done by having a trust between these companies and the farmers. Okay, so that needs to be worked upon. And you can mention about the farm contract model contract farming act also. Okay, and also many states have this contract farming act. So those things are also very important for the development of this contract farming. And remember few examples like I told about tuna chicken. This I covered. You can check in the YouTube also. That in the this one of 2022 question problems of agriculture marketing in India. I told you about like APMC 4 to 8% you have to pay money. Okay, in mandis also like 11,000 square kilometer in Meghalaya it is there. But in Punjab, like every 118 square kilometer, we have mandis. Okay, so these some problems. This is there for you in GS3 also, no, in syllabus. So this is in YouTube. This have taken class, detailed class. So what is market intelligence? Okay, then this is important, which you remember just by heart these things. This you can use it anywhere. Okay, what are the agriculture marketing reforms? If they ask in GS3 or here, just remember these things like Model Contract Farming Act, GRAMS, Gramin Agriculture Market, okay, and Krishi Sampada Scheme, then Operation Green, Enam is there, Agri Udan is there, which came in the budget. Okay, and also you can tell about, okay, this is okay. Yeah, like Agri Udan using the air services. Okay, Krishi Rail is also there. Okay. So all these things are there which will help you. So next we are asking about explain the institutional infrastructure of agriculture marketing in India. So this question also was it came I think it came in 2021 or 20. Okay. So this is also a bit difficult question. Like what are the institutional arrangements? Means what are the government institutional which are working on this agriculture marketing in India? Okay. So these complex network of various organizations, regulatory bodies, and market intermediaries are involved in buying, selling, and the distribution of agriculture produce. These are all involved here. Okay. So majorly is Agriculture Produce Marketing Committee, APMCs are involved. Okay. Then we have state agriculture marketing boards are there. Warehousing Development and Regulatory Authority is there. Okay. Then we have NAFED, National Agriculture Cooperative Marketing Federation. This they asked in 2022 in IFOS. Okay. About the function of NAFED and all. Then we have state cooperative marketing federations are there, commission agents. Okay. And also agriculture marketing infrastructures like grain mandis, cold storage, processing units, all these things are there. And also we have future markets, okay, like this multi-commodity exchange or derivative national commodity derivative exchange. All these things are there. There's nothing to explain. Just remember these things. That will be sufficient. And we also have FPOs and agriculture export promotion agencies like APEDA and other institutions. Okay. Next is about Enam. Okay. So Enam is also it was established it was came into power in 2016. Okay. So this question now may not be asked directly because now it became a little bit old topic. But you can use this topic in some other questions. If they ask about agriculture marketing or something, we can use this point in that answer. Okay. So what we are doing, we are using enhanced market access because farmers to sell their produce beyond their local mandi. So what happens in Enam? We are providing some mechanisms by which a farmer from anywhere, someone you just think someone is in Karnataka and he wants to sell some produce in Delhi. So earlier there is no mechanisms that farmer will be able to know what is the situation in Delhi or to sell. But in Enam, we can easily understand about the what he needs, like the quality standards and quantity, and then from here only he can sell it. Okay, through an electronic trading portal. Okay, so we have an electronic trading portal by which he can sell the produce from one place to another. So this is possible, and this will to some extent eliminate the middleman also, because the farmers can be directly involved. And this is like transparent, efficient. Okay, marketplace for farmers, traders, and buyers. Like farmers also can come, traders, buyers, they can directly involve. Otherwise, what happens is all the large marketing giants will take the benefit, okay, because they have good channels. But so government only made ENA to help, okay, to bridge the gap. Transparent price discovery. Okay, so it is an online platform, so you will know what is the price in different places and whether what quantity, what quality, so that I can export and reduce market charges. Okay, so they have standardized trading procedure and fee structure. So reducing the number of intermediaries. So directly farmers can be involved and it will benefit the farmers. And there will be fair competition because everyone it is on an online trading platform. So everyone can know the prices. Then elimination of middlemen. So here farmers can directly trade also. Okay. Then access to market information about the prices in different places. Timely payment. So the platform is there. It is government regulated. So they will get on time price and all these things will be recorded. So that is the benefit. Then you have improved storage and logistics. Okay, by providing information about available storage transport, Enam will help their marketing activities better. Okay, also in Enam we can have like integration of technology. Okay, so by Enam leverages digital technology to facilitate smooth trading and the payment process. Okay, and better price realization to the farmers. And also there is some government support. Okay, like financial assistance to state to establish and integrating these mandis into this platform so that the farmers will be benefited. Okay, and eliminate others. Directly you can be involved. So it has made significant progress in India, and this is what is required. And you can use these points in any question if they ask. Okay, direct question is having less chance, but you can use these points in some other question. So describe initiatives of improving agriculture marketing in India. Okay, here I have mentioned only basic schemes. The recent scheme I just discussed you here. Okay, grants, Operation Green, Enam, Agri, uh, Krishi drone, all these things you can. Enam is there, RKVY is there. Okay, National Agriculture Extension, National Mission on Agriculture Extension and Technology. Okay, and also we have market linked production support schemes are there. Okay, then you know about contract farming, Kisan Credit Card, Operation Green, Agri Export Scheme, Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, Investment Infrastructure Fund is there. Okay, and also you can write about PM Asha scheme. Okay, price support scheme. Okay, all these things will help us. And we can say like by modernizing infrastructure, leveraging technology, providing market information, and facilitating market again, these initiatives can be better utilized. Okay.